screenings for resumes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that tool, if your CV is not formatted or not created with that in mind, then you might have a chance where it might get rejected, right?
I won't say there is a chance. It will definitely get rejected if it is not a ATS compliant.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
So, having said that, there are other like free tools as well when you search online. When you're like those, if you're an experienced professional, what all key pointers you need to have, how you need to format it, what are the bullet points you will have need to have, what are the sections that you need to mention, and what are the key points you need to highlight. So, as an ideally, I would like to as in say, yeah, even I tried that. I was successful. I was getting quite a few calls on daily basis. Even now, I keep receiving like at least couple of emails from Naukri, and it's getting shortlisted, and I'm receiving those emails.
nice to hear that. So yeah.
And we cannot have like yes, definitely we have a standard format, and we know that these are the key skills. This is not going to change. The experience is not going to change. But sometimes, for what happens is based on the position that you're applying and the JD that they are providing. If you make those small tweaks and changes that are required, that will also make a good highlight and key point when someone is going through that. Yes, this is relevant, and based on the position and the JD that has been given, that is how you are as in making those highlights and changes in your CV. So that making those small tweaks, that is also important.
Totally agree to that. So
Yeah.
so
So, from which tool you use? I mean, can you give some insights on how you, made your resume? Because I am also in the same phase right now, and I'm not sure if I am getting that amount of calls.
I guess Chetan, we are connected. So what I can do is I can check and I can share that with you. I don't remember that on my top of my mind where what exactly the name is. But when you search online, it will always give you certain free options where they will give you certain formats. Some are free, some would be premium where you need to buy that out. But yeah, I have definitely isn't wherein you don't keep paying for each and every service that you go in for. But definitely there are some key pointers there that you can look in for, and you might have to put in your extra effort wherein you are creating some similar format from within the free templates that are there in Word. So within Word as well, with the free templates, you will have to create the similar format that the suggested one is, and then you run that through the screener where it will give you pointers that based on the 100-point rating that you have, how much your CV is scoring. So you need to make those improvements, make those changes, and then that is where the CV will accordingly be shortlisted. So that those are the kind of key points. Like these are the sections and these are the highlights that you're doing. Are you bulleting those points? Then grammatical mistakes, all those changes that you need to make. So those would be highlighted, and then you make the change again, run that through it, and you will see that the score improves and you will get a good score on there. And ideally that looks good as well, like making it, not keeping it one page. See, even I tried like even though I have like 12 years of experience, a single page CV, some people find it very easy to read. It everything is right on one single page, but some people find it very like it's there are like key pointers missing or key sections missing, you cannot include on one single page. So at least two page. So now I change it to two-page CV that I have, because to fit in the key sections and key bullet points and roles and things that you have achieved. So you need to have at least two pages, like with those three companies that I have worked in for. So again, that was going to bring how many certifications you have done, how many companies you have worked for, and then highlighting the latest one is what the key thing there, because that is what is relevant with the next job that you're going in for, instead of like keep on writing in so many lengthy things in the CV. So people, as in, they don't have so much of time to go through like 4 pages and 5 pages of CV. So that is one of the also key areas that I feel we need to look at.
That's thank you so much.
Thanks, Soma, for sharing the key points. So let me summarize what Som just suggested. First point that we need to cater for is maximum 2 pages, or 1 page is also acceptable. More than 2 pages is kind of a put off. So people don't like to go through 3-4 pages of resume. So keep your resume short and sweet, in the sense that maximum 2 pages. Another point that so mentioned is ATS compliant. So ATS is nowadays very, almost all organizations use application tracking system, right? So your resume, so if you use a special some special font like Comic Sans, or something, right? Or if your resume is not structured properly, so people will not be able to upload your resume while referring you, or HR. So everyone needs to upload your resume for tracking purposes, right? So ATS stands for application tracking system. So all the organizations have ATS nowadays. Gone are the days when used to send the resume to HR, and then HR used to read through the resume and see if it matches the job description or not. No, those things don't happen anymore. So what the process will be, that HR, or the employee of the company who is referring you, will upload your resume in the system. The AI inbuilt in the system will read all the key information: your email, your phone, your date of birth, if required, your name, surname. It will separate it out, and your years of experience and things like that. So important key information will be filtered out or taken out of your resume, and then it will be saved. But if your resume is not in a proper format, then you will not be able to upload the resume in the system itself, and it will get rejected then and there. So keep your resume ATS compliant. And the way to do, to check whether it is ATS compliant or not, is there are free websites, or free resume readers, or ATS compliant checkers available online. Just search for ATS compliant free, something like that. So you'll find many websites where you can upload your resume. Some websites will have a number of checks before they give you, which are free checks, and after that they'll start charging you. So you can make use of those, and it will tell you whether your resume is ATS compliant or not. Another thing that helps making your resume ATS compliant is having a PDF version instead of a document version. So that is important. Using formal fonts, Verdana, Calibri, Arial is useful. So you use those things. Use free tools available online. Upload your resume there. If your resume gets uploaded, it is ATS compliant, and then these websites will also give you ranking or marks or tips for improving your resume. So you can use those things, and you can improve on your resume. So that's a summary of what Som just said. I just repeated it, you know so that in case you have any questions, feel free to ask. And before we move forward, I just wanted to start with noting the fact that any we are in a business analyst profile, right? And our profile wants us or demands us to write documents, right? Requirement documents. And if we can't write good English, if we can't prepare our resume well, uh, maybe we are not very maybe we will not be a very good BA, in a sense that we may not be able to structure our thoughts, right? So for a BA, for UX, for certain profiles, like right, so your resume is kind of a window to your profile. So spend time. Do not think that I'll prepare my resume in just 1 hour and that will be it, right? Spend time, at least give it a day. Take breaks, go come back to your resume and read it again. So take time to build it up. You are going, if you are preparing your resume because you are going for a job search, right? And job search I have not seen any person getting a job in just one day, right? So it's a long time. Some take 1 month, some take 6 months, some takes even a year, some even take longer than that. So if you are preparing for something which is for a long time, you can at least spend a day in getting ready for it, isn't it? So take time to build up your resume. Take time to understand how you can improve on it. Look at guidelines, tips available online. So there are lots and lots and lots of material available online. Go through those bullet points, understand, have you, or cross check your resume, have you uh, incorporated all those tips or guidelines into your resume or not. And there are, as Som mentioned, there are free inbuilt templates available from Word as well, so you can make use of them as well. But yes, uh, it's an important document, right? It's even more important than your requirement document. So take time, spend time on it. It's very critical if you are looking for a job change. So thanks, Om. Thanks for sharing your views. We